Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
I'm Clay Morgan. I am the current president of the Tasley Volunteer Fire Co.
I'm Bryan Daffin, and I am the current fundraising chairman for the Tasley Volunteer Fire Company. Once again, we're back for this year being the second annual Family Fun Raffle that will take place on May the 27th of this coming year through Facebook and through WSR. We this year have a 2022 Puma travel trailer, 25 foot in length, which will be our grand prize at the end of the fourth hour. And we'll be doing coolers, gas grills, cornhole board sets, and this year cash money on top of each hour for 4 hours, with the final prize being the Puma.
Last year went very well. We were on air for the 4 hours, had a fully staffed station of people, and actually had to go out on a fire call while we were there. Ton of people calling in. We had people watching from Germany to Arizona, from what I recall. A lot of laughs were had. A lot of jokes were played between somebody else and somebody else over here. But I think the overall thing went really well. It'll be on May 27th, 2022. So it'll be on Facebook Live from 6 to 10. We'll also be live on WSR, 103 The Shore.
We'll be on Tasley Volunteer Fire Company's Facebook page. We start off, like we said, at 6, with the first prize being given at 6:15. There'll be a prize at 6:30, 6:45, and 7 o'clock, and it'll be every 15 minutes for the 4-hour duration. Plus, there'll probably be some extra bonus prizes in the midst if you're listening to the program. The prizes we're giving away, you do not have to be listening for, but some of the prizes we're doing, which is listener raffles, you have to be listening to win. Tickets go on sale starting hopefully tomorrow morning. They are supposed to be in our hands sometime today, and we're waiting on them. So hopefully tickets will go on sale tomorrow.
Last year we had 6 great sponsors. We have spoken to all 6 of those sponsors, and they've all agreed to come on board. We're still accepting sponsors. I can give you the list of the top 6, the big ones we had. Pep Up was on board. We always like to thank them for their service. Evans Farm was on board. Mason Davis, Andy and Tammy Mason were on board last year. Eastern Shore Auto Body and Forrest Drummond was on board last year. Shore Transport, yep. Purdue Farms and Accomack. So they were our fire chief level sponsors last year, and all 6 of those have verbally agreed to come back this year.
We get a check every year from the county, which is called fire tax money, and fire tax money nowhere near comes close to what it costs to operate a volunteer fire department. So all the fundraising we do, everything goes to offset this department, both in expenses and equipment and general bills around the fire department. The fire department here in Tasley chartered in 1926, and it is one of the older fire departments here on the Eastern Shore. We just recently got into a brand new building, which has been a definite asset to the department, and looking forward in serving our community in the future.
I got started, it was 2018. So my brother-in-law was a member here, and we had a call for a vehicle fire just north of the current station, and we were in Parksley, and he says, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Well, you've got to get the trucks out, we'll go." And at that time I wasn't a member. I dropped him off at the old station, and just like any good kid would be, I wanted to go kind of see what was going on, because we rode through the scene coming to the station. And I pulled off on the side of the highway and watched them do their thing. And when we got back to the station to help them roll the hose back up, they handed me my application and said, "Well, if you're going to show up on scene, you at least might as well run the calls on the truck." And it was a childhood dream, because I've always wanted to do it. And at that point, I was 38 years old and had never done it. And so it's enjoyable. I like helping those who need the help. I don't do it for the fun. I do it because I know that's what the community needs.
I started here probably around 2017, but came with several years in the past in other departments. I've been an active volunteer since 1978. I've got 43 years in, going on 44 as a volunteer, and it's something that's been in my system since I was 14 years old. It's like Clay said, as being a kid's dream, because you see the fire truck go out and you've always wanted to be the one to be on the truck. I started when I was 14, and it's been in the blood ever since.
There's always room for more help, whether you're actively running calls on the trucks or whether you're helping out around the station with other things. There's always room for more help. We don't call auxiliary. We have what we call the support members. So those who don't run calls can help with fundraising like this with selling tickets. They help with our chili and chowder in the fall and December, whether it's serving, cooking the food. Some of them, they come in here and they just help keep the place clean for us. So there's always a need for more help.
As far as how to get up with joining the department, feel free to call the firehouse, leave a message on the machine if nobody's here, or talk to whoever answers and say that you're interested in joining. We'd love to have you. It's like Clay said, there is no job that we would turn down. I mean, you don't have to run fire, you don't have to run accident, you don't have to do any of that to be a member here. We can use you in several other ways, and anything that you may feel that would be a benefit, we're definitely looking for.
You can also go on our website, tasleyfireco.com, or you can go on our Facebook page.
The phone number here at the firehouse is 757-787-7870. A lot of sevens, a lot of eights. Or contact any member here. Don't hesitate.
Well, as a volunteer company, and our tagline is on our trucks, and it's written on the windshield of one, it says all volunteer all the time. And that's very true. And most of the departments on the shore, they don't have directly paid people. Some of them have DPS on board, but they don't have paid volunteers or anything like that. But there's a sign when you come in our front door above the main entrance that says service to others, and that's exactly what we try to protrude here at Tasley's. It's a service to others. We do it to help, just for that reason.
Very well spoken. I mean, I love the caption of all volunteer all the time, and you don't find many departments that are left that are all volunteer all the time. Like Clay was mentioning, there are several departments up and down the Eastern Shore. All of them can use your help, just not Tasley. I mean, every department can use the help. Fundraising is a big thing, and this is one of our biggest events that we do every year. We can always use the help, no matter what it's doing.
For Shore Perspectives and WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.